Osborn. Many of you may know me by that name, which is good. Anyway, I've been asked to answer a three-part question, and like Frank said, this is hard. We had to write down stuff here. If we do nothing, will we see an ever-creeping movement toward a post-charity world, i.e. Canada? Well, that depends. Are we talking about charity the institution? Well, is there a creeping movement to eliminate charity? Should we be worried? Maybe. While charitable organizations, I believe, and established foundations are fine, those new foundations out there that are trying to build endowment funds, you're going to have trouble in this new space. Why? I've got just two reasons to start. Other speakers have presented other reasons. One, believe it or not, I'm a compliance officer, you can believe that, but charities are highly regulated entities. And some donors, my experience, high net worth ones and millennials, have absolutely no patience for regulations. In fact, for example, my 21-year-old son, if he got a dime for every time he said that law was stupid, and stupid is defined as any law that keeps him from doing what he wants to do, he would be wealthy beyond means. Secondly, previous plenary speakers have stood up at this conference and have said that millennials in particular are about causes, not charities. Okay? In their eyes, funding foundation endowment accounts would simply not be suitable. They want to fund the cause, they want to get in, they want to get out, and they want to make a difference. Okay? Because of the above, I feel donors are starting to favor new structures, pseudo-charities, aggressive not-for-profits, to get around those regulations and to do what they want. Caution, being the compliance officer. While this is acceptable now, if and when these entities start providing services that are otherwise provided by taxable entities, CRA Finance will act, and the rules will be changed. They have a history of that, so that is coming in the horizon. We're just waiting on it. So, for newer foundations, this could be a serious issue. Now, my second part of my question was, donors are giving directly to people and programs in need using online services such as GoFundMe. Is that such a bad thing? Well, it's online. How bad can that be? Okay. In case you don't know, resources such as GoFundMe online allow people to set up a cause, anyone, any cause. You can go online and you can actually send money to that person directly. Okay? Well, the cause need not be charitable, and of course, there are no tax receipts issued at this time. Now, this system is administratively and millennially speaking perfect. Okay? And it seems to be growing in popularity, I think, for three reasons. Those of you who were here yesterday heard Jamie Gollenbach mention that tax is not important. I was staggered. Tax is not important. After they woke me up, he said that only 11% of major gifts had a tax benefit to it, that was important to the donor. And only 11%. He didn't talk to the right donors. Now, causes appear to not require, the causes on GoFundMe don't look to be too complicated. They don't need the specialized staff and facilities of your charities. Okay? Again, not foundations, again, the cause-driven charities. And as long as these causes people are setting up remain in what they call the public or private benevolence realm, that's not money you can get anyway, because you can't receipt that, you can't take it, you can't spend it. So all in all, I think GoFundMe, using relatively small donations is fine, all right? So what about a little bit bigger ones? Say $45 billion bigger, okay? Let's talk about the Enter the Chan Zuckerberg Initiative. I'll call it the initiative. I'm talking about comments that were actually posted from a Leading Together conference held in Dallas in 2017. First of all, I love the cause. Are you familiar with it? I can't see you, so say, okay. Cure all disease. Full stop right there, I'm happy, okay? Mr. Zuckerberg thinks that we're spending too much time on symptoms and on when you've got it, making you more comfortable. We need to get back to disease-related type work. Now, when you do that kind of work, naturally you're using stuff that charities do. It's called like cellular level research. So is there a threat here? For now, no. For now, no. Why? The keystone to that initiative is a special kind of corporation called a limited liability corporation that simply cannot be set up here in Canada at this time. Okay? The structure is the polar opposite of a charity in terms of regulations, in that it has none. Okay? It is completely flexible, barely qualifies as a legal entity, but it exists and he's using it. In fact, such structures, to me, have redefined the old adage that the pen is mightier than the sword to, in a capitalistic society, the wallet is more powerful than the sword. The LLC permits no tax relief going in, no tax relief ever. How does that work? However, you can flow through all gains and losses back to the members, who are the people who funded it. So why go through all that? Why not go through conventional charities? It's simple. Listen to this. You heard on day one, Facebook shares went up 180% in value. The owner of the company, control to give funds to whomever they wish, is worth paying the tax on the gain. That's how important control is to the millennial population. So the general consensus from the people in the US said, wait. He's only doing $1 billion a year for 3 years. Okay? Wait. Be patient. See what happens. However, for Canada and for you, if similar structures are starting to be bantered about here, you need to be watchful and get connected, okay? Because they could be a serious threat to some of you here. My last part is what about, my most passionate part, what about professional advisors assuming the role that charity-based fundraisers have had with high net worth donors? To you advisors here, I'm not commenting to you, okay? But heaven help us, all right? High net worth clients are not being used to hearing the word no. Okay? Despite evidence to the contrary, advisors do not see value in gifting. Jamie, how many of you saw Jamie's presentation? Probably the most excited person in the entire CIBC world, and he said he can't get them to see it. Right? And you got the guy who's absolutely passionate about it. They just don't see the value in the gifting yet. Okay? Advisors seem to determine the value by their pocketbook, and that's certainly been my experience. If it's good for the client, I must get paid. Okay, that's the way it works. It is thought of as a competition. In fact, Jamie even said it, win the money. Okay, win the money. That's perspective. Are they assuming roles from the charities? Absolutely. Okay, absolutely. It's already happening and it's going to increase. Why? Okay, have I said I'm a compliance officer yet? Have you heard the conference is sold out? Okay. Well, follow what Paul Nazareth said. Infect them. Get them on your side. You need these advisors. You need to push up from the bottom and get them to take issues to their advisors as your donors to their advisors. So in summary, the above was predicated on doing nothing, which is simply not the CAGP way. Guaranteed. Thank you.